Up ahead, a look at Arlington's own art show and musical.
as well as a look at sports and other local stories.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back, Tigers. I'm Ryan Darby.
And I'm Bryce Cantrell. Let's dive in. Last week, the AHS Art Show put student creativity and self-expression on display in the Rotunda. Jocelyn Hayes gives us an inside look.
After a long year of hard work, the AHS Art Department is putting its creativity on display at the annual art show.
And it's crazy to see all of our stuff come together and have something to display and have everyone come out and see it, and it's nice. It's rewarding.
For many students, the showcase marks the culmination of months, and for some, years of dedication to their craft.
It's actually very great because I get to see a lot of people who actually enjoy it, you know what I mean? And there are a bunch of people who are like, oh, that's so amazing, I need to know who did that. And it's rewarding because there's some stuff that obviously you think, oh, it wasn't the best, but there are people who really do love it, and it's really great, yeah.
Featuring pieces big and small, all created by students, the show invites the Arlington community to take in the artistic talent of its young artists. Through these classes, students continue to grow their skills and deepen their appreciation for each other's work.
Because you just get to see, from the beginning of the year towards the end of the year, how much you've grown and how many styles you've learned.
Art also gives students a way to express themselves, using their work to show their ideas, emotions, and individual perspectives.
Whatever you can think of and whatever you can make with your hands, you can put on a paper. And there's really no limit to that, and that's nice.
7 Arlington students are headed to Atlanta for the DECA International Career Development Conference. It's the culmination of the DECA year. More than 25,000 students, advisors, business professionals, and alumni will gather for days of competition, leadership, and career exploration. For AHS students, this event is a chance to build their skills and learn from professionals in the field. The curtain has closed on AHS Theater's production of SpongeBob the Musical, but the memories are still fresh. One cast member is now looking back on the role, the challenges, and the community built along the way.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? When we hear this line, we immediately imagine a painted pirate in the intro to the beloved kids show known as SpongeBob SquarePants. The hit Nickelodeon show has made major waves through the past few decades. Following the success of the show, a Broadway musical called SpongeBob SquarePants the Musical appeared onto the scenes. The musical follows our spongy friend as he saves Bikini Bottom while proving he's not just a simple sponge. Recently, the musical has been adapted for high school performance with multiple high schools taking on the production. Arlington High School's theater production team put on their own SpongeBob SquarePants the Musical. The musical made its run in the Mark E. Collins Theater from March 26 to 29. Now that the musical has come to a close, I got the chance to interview one of their main cast members of the show.
I was mostly nervous for I would say mostly my part and me trying to especially during the student matinee, me trying to keep it together and try not to break character.
Chelsea Richmond plays Mr. Krabs in the SpongeBob play. She does enjoy playing the role, but she was concerned if she truly deserved it because she is a girl. In spite of her worries, she prepped for her role by watching the show multiple times and by practicing in the mirror in her home.
It's clear, Pearl, your daddy always knows best. You don't understand.
One thing they wouldn't know? Okay, backstage, whenever people are getting seated and stuff, we have our little traditions and things we do to help us get pumped up and ready for the show.
A lot of preparations go into making a theater production a success, and there's a lot of secrets that us as an audience would not know about. While in theater, Chelsea and the rest of her fellow cast members scramble backstage to put on their show. They engage in their little traditions and have fun while they calm their nerves before their big parts. She enjoys her fellow cast members and views them as her family, and feels saddened as fellow members have to move on. She also loves her teacher, Miss Collins. Even though times can get serious, she still thinks she is fun to work with.
The best part about being in the theater department is most likely the community around theater and like the people you meet along the way. It's really nice and fun. And they're like people you in the community, so sweet you never want to leave it.
Even though the play has come to an end, the cast and crew have grown stronger bonds and have made new friendships, like the ones made by SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy. The theater production team is a community, and the SpongeBob Musical has brought them even closer together. To Chelsea Richmond, the best part about being in theater is the people, because of their kindness and sense of community. In Arlington, I'm Carly Booker.
Theater at Arlington High School is not done with the year yet. The Thespian Society is hosting a school talent show on May 14th.
A fragile ceasefire is in effect in Iran. National reporter Josh Christensen gives us an update on that and shares a heartwarming story about Tennessee inmates retrieving independence with dogs. Josh?
We're starting with Iran. That fragile ceasefire is holding, but there are no plans for a second round of talks, according to Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson. The spokesperson Ismail Bakai said Monday during a weekly press conference, "As of now, we have no plans for the next round of negotiations. We don't believe in deadlines or ultimatums to secure Iran's national interests. It is unclear whether the second round of U.S.-Iran peace talks will go ahead after the United States seized an Iranian-flagged ship trying to run the U.S. naval blockade, prompting a furious response from Tehran." Back here in Tennessee, a program that's a win-win for everyone involved. Inmates in 3 state prisons have the chance to give back to their community. They do it by training service dogs for people in need. Aaron Cantrell has the story.
Her favorite thing is belly rubs.
Rousey is not just a dog. For Eleni Eder, she's a lifeline.
This is my little girl. This is my skilled home companion from RI.
This English lab will help manage Eleni's anxiety.
She will just help me mitigate some of my ailments in an easier way. So remind me when to take my meds, bring my inhaler to me, get me off the couch, get me outside, get sunshine.
Rousey's training comes from inmates at the Tennessee Department of Corrections Deborah K. Johnson Rehabilitation Center.
5 of the women that are trainers also are CPRSs, Certified Peer Recovery Specialists, and 10 of them actually are in college courses here at the facility.
Eligible dogs enter the Retrieving Independence program and spend their days training with inmates like Brandy. She can't show her face due to prison regulations, but her words speak for themselves.
To give back to a community I've taken so much from, it's humbling. It's humbling and it's all a sense of pride at the same time.
That hard work leads to graduation of the service dogs, a ceremony where trainers pass the leash to their permanent owner.
It never ceases to amaze me how gracious and wonderful the inmates are about passing out that dog.
With loved ones, recipients, and staff all in the room, the graduation becomes a special moment, one that can be emotional.
It's an enormous amount of emotion going through both of us, passing the leash and getting this dog that everyone's put so much love into. I already love her and can't imagine life without her.
Eleni says this program belongs in prisons, and for her, the proof is right there on the leash.
Come here, Billy. Roll over. Come here, roll over.
The organization Retrieving Independence is always looking for volunteers. It also takes donations from its scholarship fund to help place the service dogs with those who need them. That's all for news around the world. Now, Lily Smith has an update on the AHS spring sports.
Thanks, Josh. Luke Turner has long been a key player on the baseball team, known for his consistency and impact on the field. However, he recently tore a ligament in his elbow, leaving him unable to pitch. Redley Hoeksema has more about the benched Arlington baseball all-star.
Luke Turner has been a longtime key player on the baseball team. Recently, however, he suffered a torn ligament in his elbow, an injury that left him unable to pitch and sidelined one of the most reliable arms on the team.
I injured my UCL. It's your unilateral collateral ligament in your elbow. It's what you use to throw. It's that snapping motion. I injured it during football season this year. I fell on it and it just bent backwards, dislocated my elbow, and tore the ligament off my bone.
After months of intense physical therapy and recovery, Turner was finally able to make his return. While he won't be able to pitch for another 2 months, he continues to show up and support his teammates and contribute any way he can.
So for surgery and recovery, it took 2 weeks after I injured it. I had to go to physical therapy to get the swelling down before I could go into surgery, which was either replacement or repair. Luckily, I got repair, which is a shorter one. It was only 6 months recovery for full recovery, but it just feels great to get back out here and to be able to do what I love. And playing baseball or getting back into the swing of things for baseball wasn't the hardest part of it. The hardest part was probably strengthening my elbow, so I won't re-injure it, but I'm just glad that I'm back out here.
Turner's determination paid off in a big way. In his first game back during an opening at-bat against Covington, he hit a home run, marking an emotional and impressive comeback moment.
It felt great to come back, honestly, better than I left off. And then since then, I've hit 2 more home runs, and I've been hitting really well and playing really well.
In Arlington, I'm Ridley Uxima.
Spring football has long been a key stepping stone for programs preparing for the fall, and that tradition is alive and well here in Arlington. The Tigers are back on the practice field putting in the work as they build towards their upcoming Navy Gold exhibition game. It's an early chance for players to show their progress, sharpen their execution, and set the tone for the season ahead. The Navy Gold game is set for Thursday at 6:30.
Well, spring is a lot about technique, so we've been practicing a lot of tackling technique, lots of footwork, and that just translates to actually playing because you can't really play very well without the techniques.
We are in the final 2 weeks of the lacrosse season, and Thursday night was senior night. The girls' team fell in overtime to White Station 11-10 despite 5 goals from Lillian Snell. The boys' team narrowly lost to St. George's, dropping 2-5 on the season. Both teams will play Bartlett on Thursday. The baseball team has won 7 of their last home games with a win over MUS last night. The team is currently 21-8 and ranks 2nd in the district. They only have 2 games left in their regular season, and they take on Briarcrest Thursday and Marshall County on Friday. That's all for sports. So are y'all excited about prom this weekend?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited. My suit just came in.
What color's your suit?
I'm just basic, it's black.
Oh, I'm wearing black too. I'm really excited. What about you, Josh?
Yeah, I got a blue suit. It's pretty nice, so should look
nice,
good. I'm excited, yeah.
I'm wearing yellow. Yeah.
It's going to be so fun.
It's going to be so cool.
Yeah.
That's all for today, Tigers, on This Is Arlington.
Remember to turn on post notifications so you don't miss new episodes.
And be sure to look out for Tiger Life's upcoming live stream broadcast.
Thanks for tuning in.
Have a good week.
Oh my God.